Oh man, when I save and quit, the game will reset me automatically to Vaughn's point, even if I saved in the middle of a dungeon. BRB. I realized right about when I got to this point that I probably could have, while I was back in town, just like gone and restored my health and bought Keaton's food or whatever. But now that I'm here, I don't really feel like making the walk back. Alright, hello all the crazy people out there. My name is Dragonite, and welcome back to Prodigal. We are halfway through a dungeon. I don't think this is going to be the final dungeon in the game because it looked like there was a, like, an alternate path, like a locked door, I should say, in the castle in this colorless void, where I wasn't able to go through yet, and it kind of looks like I'll be able to do that again at, I'll be able to do that later at some point. Alright, that's a key. I definitely saw a lock that looked like it needed a key, but what else is past this way? Maybe there's nothing past that way. Alright. So we'll just have to start backtracking then. But anyway, hopefully, I don't know how close I am to the end. Hopefully we'll be able to just survive, without anything bad happening. Also, let's see, the aforementioned key was over here. I also, noticed that in the last video there was some really annoying, peaking in my audio. Because apparently I actually did a sound check before I started recording. Let's see, how am I gonna do this to like make sure that all my levels were correct and stuff. But I guess I didn't just like I just didn't shout loudly enough or something like that. And is there any way that I can like? All right, I think I'm gonna have to reset this. I guess I didn't just like shout loudly enough when I did that sound check, and as a result, I didn't pick up on the fact that we had some funny business happening. So I'm gonna want to. There's a couple options. I could push this iron ball over this way. I think I could just give it a good old wallop. Oh no, I actually can't. Oh yes, I can if I go and move one of these. It really depends on where I think it'll be easiest to move things around to. Let me try that, moving the iron ball up there. I'm gonna want to reset, and we're gonna go this way. Like, that does happen once in a while that my audio will get all fuzzy. Let's see, I think I can come around this way and just push this one up here. I do tests to make sure that my sound levels are what I want them to be. But sometimes things happen. I tend to shout more loudly when I'm actually recording than when I'm doing those tests, which does kind of have the effect. There we go. Does kind of have the effect of like sometimes stuff slips through. All right, so I think I can just walk to the door here. That was kind of fun. We've got another one of these flippy, spinny puzzles. So I'm gonna want to punch the fire this way. It's gonna go. I'm gonna want to boing. I think I'm gonna want to. No, I think I'm gonna want to push that out of the way. Boing. Boing and boing. One too many. I think that'll work. I'm sure there's more than one ways to make the fire go through this little network here, but that is a pit of lava that I can fall into. That will open the door. And alright, here we have one of these, which is kind of what I'm looking for, because I am gonna want probably to not, you know, be on extremely low health when I go through the boss door. What did I just pick up? I guess it was probably something that I already had. Forgotten Thorn. It wasn't that. What was it? It was something that looked like a shard of something. I thought it was gray. Was it like... Oh, it was this thing. Old recipe. An old forgotten recipe. I bet Keaton would love it. Alright, so... Before I do anything else, we are going to teleport back. Oh yeah, and that's the other thing. There were two of these statues here. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to want to go through... Like, this was a door that just opened when I gave the giant whatever MacGuffin she wanted. And this is another door that looks like it's just going to open. And I'm sure that there's going to be another one of those somewhere. I'm gonna go back to town. I'm gonna heal, and I'm going to turn this into Keaton. BRB. Lynn is gonna judge me for being beat up. Wait a minute. Is she hitting on me? No, I'm not. I don't think so. That is a surprisingly complicated question because half the town is hitting on me. Um, which is one of those things that I only get to say in video games. That's surprising me. Why am I asking? A friend asked me to ask you. That's all. I've got to get back to work. Bye, Drago. It's hard to decide if the sunset is prettier. All right, you can go be awkward to someone else, and I don't feel like forking out a lot of money for more of Keaton's fish, so I'm just gonna go and do this the manual way. Alright, I talked to the altar to go and get myself that damage shield because I didn't feel like shelling out more money. And while I was there, I definitely forgot to hand over the old recipe to Keaton, which was like the main thing that I love to do. Why am I playing video games? Let's go talk to the door. Ready yourself, soldier. Beyond me is your greatest enemy. Well, I guess second greatest now. I've heard the story. Alright, so I didn't have to do any sort of errand for you the way that I had to do for a bunch of the enemies in the, in like the earlier dungeons. Oh, it's, Bolivar. Hi. Didn't notice you with the, like the low, like the desaturation, and tone mapping effect on your sprite there. Hey, loser, still pretending, huh? It's so obvious when you're lying. You weren't some savior. I'd know. We are me, after all, right? Oh, wait, is that Bolivar? He didn't call me Chasa yet, so maybe it's not Bolivar. Is that just me with, like, better hair? Come on, crybaby, admit it. We're just the same old scum. Is this... I feel like it doesn't matter which one I pick. Let's just pick a random one. I think I picked no. Dream on, loser. Listen, we only came back because we ran out of money, right? Did we? Probably. That wasn't so hard now, was it? You miss it. Admit it. You want to go back down south? They have Republicans down there. I don't know about that. Yeah, right. We love it. That was so much easier down there. Wait, do we actually care about these people? I mean, I guess so. Ew, keep your feelings out of us. Come on. When all this is over, we are just leaving again, right? Alright, so is this one of those personality test things? Me? Like hell? Oh, that's me, the me question mark, the, like the dialogue subject tagline. It's still all about us though, right? Don't tell me. Are we trying to be moral? Sure. Alright, fine. I'll play this the way that, like, the way that the narrative wants me to play it. I almost said developers, but I think the developers want you to mess around and see what happens. But then we have to help people and stuff. Gross. You hate us, don't you? Who we were. Are we really different now? Well, for one, you, again, have that desaturation and tone mapping filter on your sprite, so I think that automatically answers the question before I even have to think about anything else. No matter what you do, how much better you become, you know, I'll never go away. I'll always be waiting for you, that moment of weakness to take over again. Just give up. I don't feel like it. This is what, 20 videos, and I was gonna give up. I probably would have done that around, like, part 3. But we'll just struggle forever. Ugh, what a pain. No! 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 Alright, my inner monologue is more like an inner, like, town hall screaming ordeal. That's the best I can come up with. I'll be waiting. Well done. Why don't you come see me? So who is that? Oh, that's the giant Link lady, whatever. I forget what your name was. Color me impressed. That's supposed to be a wordplay. You've improved. I suppose I can fix your colors. You will no longer be the tragic miner boy. I'm counting on you. Alright, so that is a Steam achievement for something. Now, go avenge your grandfather. You carry his colors now. Alright, so I've got a little palette swap here. I'll be watching. Alright, fancy. So, what does that involve? Alright, so because this wasted 2 hours of my time the last time, Do I have to talk to you again? Do I have some key item that you wanted wanted me to go and fetch because you didn't tell me? You want to know why you're here? How cute. You see, this colorless prison was not ours to begin with, and we wish to go home. That portal is just one of many that reach into the colorless worlds, the countless worlds. Worked out well for you, I suppose. Do you have a nemesis to destroy? Better hurry to the lighthouse before it's too late. All right, is that the answer? If you want to, all right, you got a bunch of dialogue. If you want to talk to my children, be sure to tell them you are a mage. So many forget men can't be mages. After all, it's been so long since then. All these colors stolen away, I'll be taking them all back. Alright, so now we're looping. So you apparently want us to go to the lighthouse. I thought there was going to be a boss fight in there, and I ran all the way back to town assuming that I was going to have to heal and everything, and then I didn't, so I guess I'm just going to not have to worry about that. Is that going to unlock anything else around wherever we are now, or am I actually going to have to go back to town? There is a little more. I don't suppose... Like, if I talk to you, you wanted something, I don't remember what it was. Do humans like monsters? I think we could get along without mages. Alright, so you are not really going to be of that much help. There was also... Excuse me? There were also some other NPCs out here. No, there weren't any other NPCs out here. There was... Oh, there's all these houses. What's, like, that weird random water processing station in here? Care to join me? Do I really? Not really. I won't eat you, honest, probably. Why is everybody talking about cannibalism in here? Alright, let's get back to town. Caroline, Xavier told me my dad would always take my mom sailing. She loved the water so much. He swore she was a mermaid. Being in water, it makes me feel closer to her. She died when I was just a baby. I just wish I could have met her. I have so many questions about things, about the world. I just hope she's proud of who I've become. I'm sure she'd approve of you. A strong, handsome man willing to whisk me away from trouble. Hey, how about you tell me about the South? I'd love to hear all about... Ew, Caroline, you're looking pretty gross. What? Can't keep up your appearance working in this dump? Why are you here? Because Crocodile was, like, super mad when he heard you escaped. So what? Crocodile's always mad. This time it was different, Kara. He said, like, you only have a little bit before it comes to get you. Wait, wasn't it more like, wasn't it more like tell her she's safe and then I'll come kill her? Oh, oops. You idiot. Listen, Kara, whatever, message received. Why are you not, like, really scared? Because I have this guy with me. Crocodile is going to be fighting him to get to me. Right, Drago? Yeah! Wait, did I agree to something? How lame. Crocodile is going to be super bad when we tell him who let his wench out. Call me that again and I'm hitting you with a stool. Whatever. We did what we came for. Have fun dying! You didn't tell me you and Crocodile were enemies. Enemy is a strong word. Well, you'll be safer here than anywhere else. Really? But if he actually comes here and attacks, the whole place could be destroyed. And if I send you back there, I'm responsible for your death. I could never turn my back on a friend. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to stay here. Is there gonna be like a optional boss where we just beat up Crocodile? Channeling our inner One Piece. Alright, so Caroline, what was that about? So, I think, what was she talking to, what's his name? Hugh? Because I know there's an achievement somewhere in the game if you set up Hugh with Caroline. And I haven't really thought much about that. I don't really know how it works. Like what you have to do to make that happen. I don't know if there's just like, that's the equivalent of leveling up your relationship with Hugh or whatever. Anyway, would you like to propose? Oh, I guess that's easier than I thought it was going to be, but I don't want tea. But I want to, hearth ring. It makes me feel so warm and cozy. I wanted to give you the old recipe thing. How do I do that? It always amazes me seeing you up this early. Alright, that's something that I hear pretty often. So let's get this sorted out one thing at a time. What is the hearth ring and what does it do? It's warm. That's nice. Alright, should I, like, save scum and go through all the different marriage routes? I wasn't really planning on it, but then I saw people talking about doing that and cleaning up achievements, and because I have a problem with achievements, like, and specifically a problem with them not being unlocked, I kind of want to do that now. Alright, we are gonna go, this will be Windows Explorer. This is a Unity game, so that's gonna be stored in local low. Color grade, Prodigal. Let me go and, I don't know which one of these are the save files, so I'm just gonna go and, like, Prodigal backup. And that's gonna be my, my backup save file. Alright, so, I don't know if I'll show... I don't know if I'll show all the marriage routes on video or whatever. But I will knock out some of the achievements on my own time. I really need to sleep more at night, but all the fun people stay up so late. Alright, so... I feel like we've had a sudden, like... a sudden trend in people in this game mocking me for my sleep schedule. Oh, you know what? There was something else I wanted to do, and now that I have gold again, Mariana, Gladiator Lady. Did I ever introduce myself? I am Mariana of Ashford, one of the strongest commanders to ever exist. One wrong move and I could cut down any man where they stand. Are you prepared to prove yourself to me? Alright, so is this like the final boss of Mariana's gauntlet challenge thingies? Am I gonna actually have to fight Mariana herself now? Let's see. I kind of got the... Good job. I kind of got the impression, after beating the last one, that, like, that was the end of the little challenges. Alright, so, this does still look like one of those I have to beat every enemy challenges, just with, like, more enemies. That money isn't gonna expire, is it? Good. Alright, that was only 1 coin, made up a solid 2% of what I spent to get in here. Mr. Bat. Damn it. Let's see. Let's not get knocked off by one of those things this time. This could be going a lot better. Alright, before I deal with the bat, let's go and deal with you. Well, not how I intended to deal with you, but we'll roll with it. I do like this this arena music. Alright. No, stop. Alright, go away. There's a lot happening here all at once all of a sudden. Bat, alright. You are gonna get punched in the face. I'm gonna move on. There we go. Much better. Let's see. I think I could probably do that, right? To make things move towards me. I guess I'm gonna have to go this way now. How much more? Gauntlet areas are kind of fun in games. Sometimes, like... It's certainly, I've certainly seen gauntlet areas in games that I don't think are implemented very well and are just like, you know, throwing more and more enemies at you until you can't, and/or the game can't take it anymore. Ah, come on. But I feel like this one is, pretty good. There's enough, like, environmental chaos, like these spikes and these cannonball things, whatever they are. There's also enough, you know, actual enemies, but not enough that it really feels like they're just relentlessly wailing on you. And also I do like the music. The old, like, 8 and 16-bit style of music isn't like my all-time favorite, but I think this game makes it work. Alright. We're gonna go and punch you that way. Can we drag you over the edge there? That was it? Alright. I didn't actually see the end, but I guess that was it. You made it out with barely a scratch. I mean, would she make different comments based on how much HP you have when you finish? Because I did take a lot of damage there. It was just that most of it was behind the damage shield, so it kind of didn't count. Next time, try not to get hit. Alright, do I have to get through this without taking any damage? Alright. I am gonna go heal. Alright, let's actually... Alright, let's see if I can actually get through this without taking any, like, permanent damage. I'm starting to enjoy watching you fight. Even I would be an idiot to not realize that you've improved. You would be smart to keep coming around. It makes me happy. And we don't want me to be unhappy, do we? Are you prepared to prove yourself to me? Alright. I'm guessing that this is going to be the same gauntlet as... Oh, no, it wasn't the same gauntlet. So we've got... Alright, off to a good start. Are they randomized then? Or are they drawn from a series of, Alright, that one is bugged. Great. No. Are these dungeons randomized, or are they drawn from a series of possible choices, or what is it here? Anyway, so if you guys can, like, stop beating me up, that would be fantastic. Alright. I could use the grapple, but I also, like, trying to get close enough that I can hit multiple at the same time. Alright, Amadeus told me to watch out for you when you first arrived. I said it was pointless, you were too weak, but now you might actually be a threat. Alright, what else do you have to say? Out of all the men who have come through these ports, Amadeus is the only one I failed. People fear those that are stronger. So I must ask, are you scared of me? No, not really. Don't forget who I am, Drago. Are you prepared to prove yourself to me? Alright, so let me go back and put that damage shield back. Alright. I think I've got enough money for one more of these right now. Where are we going? What? I mashed all the buttons kind of at the same time, and it seemed like the return animation didn't play, and then a second later I just teleported back. All right. Okay, we're off to a good start. All right, you. All right, so we've got to do the spike dance. I almost made it. We've got to do the spike dance here to avoid the traps. I'm gonna go this way first. All right. I'm gonna try and actually start making use of the grapple here. Because we can use it to drop people off of cliffs, which all right, fine, it doesn't work on the bats. We can use it to drop things that aren't bats off the cliffs, which is a good way to avoid being close enough to things to take damage. All right, I missed one down there, and I'm gonna have to go back for it. All right, boink. Let's go this way. Nope, let's go this way. And is this one of the safe zones? Can I breathe here briefly? All right, so gonna play with the timing a little bit. Gonna sit here and observe so that I can try and ow. No. Oh, come on. All right, that's actually gonna be hard. There was this one more over here, who I'd like to, like, not have to face. But half of my damage shield is gone. So this... Alright, actually it's over here. It might be easier and safer to try and grab onto them from over here. Instead of trying... Nope. Instead of trying to... Ah! Alright, sit up straight. Don't do that. Alright, I'm out of damage shield. So if Mariana's gonna be impressed by me not taking damage, I think she's gonna be sorely disappointed. But fortunately I got through the annoying part. No, okay, I missed the button that was like punch you. There we go. And I also missed dropping you off the cliff. Because I wasn't standing in the right place. There we go. See, how much longer is this? This is definitely a little bit longer than some of the other ones were. Alright, so I think this is the last one. Oh, nope, there's more? There's more, I guess. Let's go this way. Ow. Alright, let's not go that way. And, can I get over there? Or am I gonna have to, like... I think I'm gonna have to run all the way over there. I don't think there's a shortcut. Ah! Alright, I died. I think that's actually the first time. Oh, I've got one of these left. I think that's actually the first time I've died in one of these gauntlets. That does make my life easier, though. I forgot I had that. Let's see. What is this? Boink. Is that the last one? Good work. Seems you've taken my words to heart. Alright. That was actually a terrible run. So there's more after this. Alright. That was actually a terrible run, but it looks like I finished it at full health because I did have, 1, that damage shield, and 2, the revive. And I also get the feeling that how impressed she is with you depends on just how much health you finish with and not actually how much damage you take, because I took a lot of damage in that one. Alright. The giant NPC told me to go to the lighthouse. Do I want to do that now? I think instead what I'm going to do is, 1... not what I was going to say. I talked to you for healing, and then I realized I didn't need healing. I need to tell you something. It wasn't a friend who asked me to ask if you are with anyone, though I guess that was obvious. You're so brave, confident, nice. I guess it's pretty clear that I have feelings for you. Do you feel the same? Alright, let's make Lynn's day. You do? Wow. I couldn't hold my feelings in any longer. It's hard to decide. Alright, so, firstly, before I forget, so we now have a proper damage shield. I'm gonna end this off here. My name is Dragonite. This has been Prodigal. Next time, we're gonna go, I guess, to the lighthouse, because I don't really know where else the game wants me to go. You should all go check out Wizarducks and the Lost Hat, which is one of the games that I like to work on when I'm not doing YouTube stuff. Link to the Steam page can be found down below. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.